Okay guys, here we go. Today we're visiting the Silver River Museum, and this is part of the Silver Springs State Park. In addition to this really neat area of some of the stuff that would have been found, animals and human artifacts of varying ages and other just natural interesting things there, including these fish hooks made out of deer bone. How about this for a tackle box? But back in the back of this museum is a history of Florida's first boats. And this is the dugout canoes that were the first real significant mode of transportation down in Florida. Neat representation of dugout canoes. This one you can actually take your hand to getting in. And this little mock-up, this display was neat. This is kind of representing a lake that dried up during a drought, and they found all kinds of dugout canoes down in that lake. Interesting history there. But take a look at this guy. This was what started out as a pine tree. And this museum has a couple of really neat pieces in it. And you can see the wood grain of this dugout canoe. It's pretty long. And this is history in Florida. This is where boating got started. It's just amazing to me that they found these pieces intact and were able to preserve them, and now they have them on display. Now take a look at this guy. This thing is 1,000 years old. But this dugout canoe was bigger than the first one we looked at. But you can see just how neat the wood grain is and how well this boat was preserved. Again, these were uncovered in the water somewhere in the state, a lake or along a river. And there's actually a dugout canoe that is still visible on the boat tour. If you haven't seen the Silver Springs Glass Bottom boat tour, check that video out. We're going to have it up, and you can actually see the canoe, the old dugout canoe, down in the bottom of the spring. But yeah, the original boats in Florida were these dugout canoes. And in addition to looking at these really neat examples of history, there's some static displays in there that kind of shows how this would have been done with the chopping down and burning the tree. And that's what they would do. They would burn fire, kind of break up what they could with their implements, and then burn it to burn out that material, to hollow it out. And you can just imagine the amount of labor it took and time it took to put one of these boats on the water. It was a commitment, and getting it done, you can see that there was quite a bit of skill. There's also a display of tools that they have recovered that would have been used in the process of shaping the wood on these dugout canoes. I found this place just to be fascinating. I spent an hour in here looking and reading these displays. The process by how it was done. To me, it was just fascinating stuff. And check out these outboards from back in the day. Yep, you held that board out, and you either paddled or you poled your boat along. No maintenance issues, quick to start, And I don't think they had a whole lot of warranty claims on these things. But some other artifacts that they found, and wow, just really, really neat stuff to me. And when you talk about Florida and how much, boats are a part of the state and the Florida lifestyle, and this is where it got its start. And that's the Silver River Museum. I would highly recommend going and seeing it. A little tip, go to the main part first where the glass bottom boat rides are. It'll save you some money because that entrance fee will work over here at this other entrance to get into the park. Hey, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, a little bit of history on boating in Florida. Hey, thanks a lot for watching, and we ask you, if you haven't done it, send us some comments. We'd love to hear from you guys. But most of all, we want you guys to stay safe out there.